Hi everyone, I am Jose.
And I'm Michaela. Welcome back to our channel. Today we want to talk about the 5 steps that we took to achieve harmonious union. So we went back through our journeys and just kind of looked at all of the crossroads and just steps that we took, and we were able to find 5 clear steps that we took, and that also we noticed our our clients that achieve harmonious union, they have these steps in common. There's a pretty clear formula.
Pretty much a science at this point. So we are making this video so you can also take these steps and achieve your own harmonious union. Yeah,
so the first step when we're looking back is that we both made the conscious decision to start the twin flame journey. And so for me, what that looked like is I met someone who ended up being my false twin flame, and he was talking about how he thinks I'm his soulmate and this and that. And so I started Googling, soulmates and signs, and then I found out about twin flames, and then realized your twin flame is your ultimate person. A soulmate is actually not the best type of romantic relationship you can have. The twin flame relationship is what everyone kind of thinks soulmates are. It's your person, And so I remember reading about that, and I was like, oh, I want that. I don't want a soulmate. I want my ultimate lover, my person.
Yeah, and for me it looked pretty much similar, where I had my awakening to my twin flame journey, and I also started with a false twin flame, and I came up with I found the twin flame concept on the internet, and I was like, wow, this is what I'm experiencing and this is what I want. So I remember really committing to this. At that point in time, I didn't know how to achieve union. I didn't have any idea on how this worked, but I really communicated to the universe, this is what I want. I don't care what it takes. I'm achieving this. I'm going to make it happen.
Right.
Moving forward.
Yeah, so we both made that choice, and it was something that we realized was very important, to both of us.
Yeah, and I just want to say about this point, you need to be very clear in what you are manifesting. If you are not clearly choosing to manifest harmonious union, the path is going to be extremely confusing for you, because choice is it's like introducing the location on the GPS. Right? You need to tell it where you want to go.
Right.
And then from there you get the directions. You don't just start driving and hopefully you get there, right? You need to be I want to get here, and then the journey can start.
Right, we made that choice.
Yeah, it was a very clear choice of not only meet my twin flame or maybe do something. We made the choice of I want harmonious union.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to work for. And then the journey started to unfold.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then, step 2, I started doing all kinds of research, and then I realized I have no idea what I'm doing. I had 3 false twin flame experiences, and by the 3rd, I realized I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I clearly, if I knew the way to get to harmonious union, I would be there by now. And so I decided, that's when I found Jeff and Shalia on YouTube back in 2016, and I ordered a report, a romance report back then that was available, not anymore, but it helped me get clear that the person that I thought was my twin flame, it wasn't, basically. That really helped. The report was really helpful for going in depth there. And so after that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the people that have what I want, and I'm going to learn from them. So I really committed, and so what I did back then was join Twin Flame Ascension School. And I started working, doing coaching, and I started learning the teachings of union, which is what Twin Flame Ascension School teaches you. And in my opinion and my experience as a coach, we've been doing this for since 2019 is when I started we started coaching. Twin Flame Ascension School really taught me everything I needed to know from how to get to harmonious union from where I was, which was total separation. Didn't really know much. I knew the basics about twin flames. I was a spiritual person. I'd done a ton of spiritual exploration, different practices. So it took me from where I was to harmonious union. It taught me everything I needed. And then at some point I started working with a coach one-on-one, which really accelerated things for me. But that's that's, I'll let you go next.
Yeah, I think that's critical. I did the same. When I got serious, I also joined Twin Flame Ascension School and started working with a coach. Because at some point in this journey, you are going to realize that, like Michaela said, if you knew the way to Harmonious Union, you will be there already.
Yeah.
And everyone will be kind of there already, right? If it was that easy. But at some point, you realize, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, how am I supposed to figure out the way to something that I don't know what it is? Like, if I don't know what is Harmonious Union, how am I going to come up with a strategy to get there? So this is when I also found Jeff and Salia and Twin Flames Universe on YouTube, and I was like, okay, let's start applying this. It's very like science, like you do this and you should expect to get this result. And that was I think one of the key moments in my journey where I wasn't feeling lost anymore. I found, okay, these people know the process. I'm going to just stick with it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And this is extremely crucial, to be humble in this step, right? And recognize I need help here. Like, I don't know how to do it, right? Because if you never recognize that, you get stuck, right? And like the journey cannot teach you that much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no shame in that. For me, I felt very much relieved just knowing, like, I can't do this alone. If I could, I'd be there already.
Yeah.
Like, I would. Most people would be there already, if, of course. Like, so yeah, it was just important. And I really learned, like, the mirror exercise and the inner healing. We both committed to that, and it was, it was just huge, so helpful. Like, I learned the mirror exercise, and I started healing, like, core wounds and just feeling better in general. And at a certain point, it became less about my twin flame and just more about me wanting to feel good, right, within myself. So so that was step 2. And that brings us to step 3, which is that once we discovered these tools, we picked our teacher, we chose to devote ourselves, this is our journey, our spiritual path, we committed to that path. And so we committed to learning and mastering the mirror exercise, going within and healing, doing the inner work we needed to do, and really just like purifying my consciousness. I really went in and started healing my limiting beliefs that I had, my wounds, I'll talk about in a lot of our videos. My core block was worthiness. So I had a lot of like worthiness, self-worth, respect blocks. So I just really dove in, and I chose to like commit to the healing process, because the twin flame journey doesn't work unless you do. You have to do the healing work. And I recognized that, and I just went all in. I devoted myself to it. Like, it was an unconditional commitment. Like I remember at some point just thinking, like, I choose to be with my twin flame. I do not want to be with anyone else. I don't want to be with a soulmate. I've seen my parents go through horrible relationships, and I don't want to do that. Like, I choose my person or no one. So I always like to say I came to this point where I didn't care how long it took. Like, if it was 10 days, 10 years, or 10 lifetimes, I was all in, or even more than that. I was completely committed to my twin flame. And I think my level of commitment helped me move through things so much faster, because I knew this is what I want, and I'm not going to stop until I get there.
Yeah, like, this is the point where it's up to you, right? Because we already found our teachers, we had a system of support, we have the tools, a teaching, we had everything, but it was up to us to take it, right? Like, having it was not enough. It's like you have a gym membership, and then you have the plan, and then you have the things, but now it's up to you to do it, right? No one can lift the weights for you. So it was the same for us, that we really chose to do the work. And sometimes it is not easy, guys. Like, you probably know this, it's not easy, right? But we did it either way, because we wanted to have our union, we wanted our twin flame, so we just went all in with healing. Right.
Yep, we went all in. And so that brings us to step 4, which is similar, but it's a little deeper. So we didn't quit through our challenges. So when you commit to healing, your deepest, darkest fears are going to come up, right? Like, on the twin flame journey, your deepest fears about love, and like your greatest wounds around romantic relationships and just relationships in general will come up. And so we both had that happen. And, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with the dark night of the soul. Had many of those.
Those count.
Yeah, but like, there was one in particular that was the kind of like the final like challenge before we came into Harmonious Union. It was really bad for me. Like I went through a really deep test of faith. There was a time I almost quit my twin flame journey completely. But yeah, like I came to a crossroads where it was like I could choose to keep going, or I just had a door to leave, right? And so I persisted through that, like that crossroads there. And that's for me, I developed real persistence. Like I really trusted myself not to give up on myself. So I feel like that was a very critical step too. Yeah, like everyone comes to that point. We're coaches, you know, we've seen it happen. Many people quit when they get to that point, right? And
this is where people quit.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, you must stay the course if you want to achieve Harmonious Union, because, like, if you don't achieve the full result, you are not going to keep it, right? And what I mean by this is, like, you need to finish your manifestation of something. If you quit halfway through, you come right back to the beginning. And then you need to repeat the entire process again. So having a little bit of commitment and then quitting, and then a more commitment and then quitting, it's going to look like you are doing a lot of work, but not getting you anywhere, right? So it is really important when you start on this, you stay the course until you get it, right? Don't quit. There is going to be a lot of opportunities to quit. Just don't do it. If you stay the course, you will get there. It's as simple as that. Yeah,
like we have quite a few clients, but specifically one couple that came into Harmonious Union recently, and they did the same thing. Like I always notice there's always a moment where it's like either they're gonna move through this or they're gonna quit, you know. And it's so beautiful. It's like it is a formula at this point. But we also have clients that come to us and they're like, well, if it doesn't work out by this point, I'm just gonna give up. And I'm like, it's not gonna work out. Like it's, you know, you can't bribe the universe to give you what you want. Like I had one person that said, like, if I don't have my twin flame by December, I'm quitting. I'm like, might as well quit now, buddy. Like, it's not gonna work, right? Like, so like it's really important. That's what I notice in people who are successful is they have that commitment. They first commit to the journey and then they keep committing when it gets hard, because it will get hard. But I had my coach to lean on. I had the Teachings of Union, Twin Flame Ascension School, all of the community, my spiritual community. Like, you don't have to do it alone. I don't think I could have done it alone, right? So having like support was so important for me.
And you must keep committing after Harmonious Union. There is more work afterwards. So it never stops.
This is a spiritual path.
That's the mentality. It's not I am going to commit until this point. You need to be fully committed to this. And then you get the results.
So are you ready for step 5?
Let's go.
So step 5 is we healed our core blocks and then achieved Harmonious Union. So
huge moment.
Huge moment. So after we, you know, I made it through my big dark night of the soul, and I remember basically like a huge trigger came up where I went in within, I did the mirror exercise. It was a huge trigger that normally when this feeling or this wound would get triggered, I would like run away, you know, and not look at it. But because I had made that choice to, commit and move through it, I realized that at the core of it, I just felt unworthy, you know, like, and that's always been my core block. And so I just healed that unworthiness wound. And I felt like it was like a night and day shift. Like I went from feeling like absolutely horrible, like in the pits of despair, to just feeling so much relief, because I think I finally healed that core unworthiness wound that I had been working on for years at this point. And then, it was a beautiful experience. And then literally the next day we came into Harmonious Union. So it was pretty incredible, you know, just to have that persistence. It's like it was beautiful. Like everything we went through was completely worth it. Like we can look back then, we looked back, and even now, and like all of the things we went through, like I will totally do that again 1,000 times over if I need to, because this is worth it. Right? Like it was not as much as I thought. And like this is what happens when you persist, right? Like you get to the result, and you must stay on track. But you healed your core block. I also healed my core block. At the same time, we didn't know,
you know,
like we didn't know, but really.
Twin flame magic, we are one. But like I healed my block. For me, it was about surrendering control in my twin flame journey. And the moment I finally moved through it and let go of it, Michaela came into my life.
Yep. We came
Super
together,
easy.
and then 2 weeks later, I moved from the U.S. to Spain, and yep, we've been together ever since. We got married, and now we are dedicated to helping you guys into Harmonious Union, and we have many clients who are coming into Union, Harmonious Union, and I just really, like, we are here to help you work through those steps that we took. We know the way, we're very familiar with the path.
Yeah.
This work truly works, and you just need that, like, that commitment and that humility, devotion, and like persistence. You know, if you have those things, you're absolutely going to make it. And and one thing is that, like, I know people get upset sometimes because they're like, well, you both are doing the work. My twin flame is nowhere to be seen. But that was the same for me too. I started doing the work and I didn't know who my twin flame was, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Only one twin flame needs to do the work. And our journeys led us to each other, and it was really beautiful. But yeah, so we are here to help you. We are both Master Certified Ascension Coaches, and if you're ready to take your journey, you're done doing this alone, you're ready to speed things up, make it easier and faster, you can book an intro session with us down below. So yeah, you can do that. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, that's pretty much it. We would love to help you guys. As Michaela said, we know how it's done, and we would love to see more harmonious unions and unions. And yeah, like, reach out to us, book an intro session with us, and like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the content we keep uploading here. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you in another video.
Bye.